Hi and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham. I'm with Bruce Maluish. He's Managing Director of Ventnor Resources. And Bruce, you're mining sand. Why sand?
Well, hopefully we'll be mining sand in about 12 months, but surprisingly in Asia there's a developing shortage of sand. Who would have known? And it's because in 2016 the Chinese made silica sand a strategic mineral. And at that time I looked at it and I thought, why a strategic mineral? Why? There's got to be plenty of it around. But there's not. And you get the likes of China in the 4 years up to 2017 poured as much concrete as the US did in the prior 100 years.
And it's a staggering figure, and it's just not the concrete. As you said, the silica sand is used in a whole different range of products as well.
There are 270 glass making factories just in China, and there's about 450 in the Asian Pacific region. And they're having more difficulty now sourcing sand than they ever have. And sand is not sand. What you see down the beach is predominantly marine based, and it's calcium carbonate. That's no good for making concrete or particularly in glass. So it's the sand that is eroded off granite. And silica dioxide is the most prevalent mineral on Earth, but it's generally in hard rock. So finding sand has been eroded off granite. We've been making a dent in it for an awful long time. And there's an increase in glass making in Asia now, and that's being driven by double glazing, trying to reduce energy costs, and the automobile industry. The automobile industry in China and India is going absolutely gangbusters. So there's an enormous amount of glass in a car.
Well, yeah, of course. And what is interesting is your project, though. It's the quality of the sand you've got in the project, and also it ticked that box, and it also ticked out a couple of other boxes like transport to port and all things like that as well, didn't it?
When I started looking for sand, there were three critical components I had to find. One, it had to be a reasonable, size deposit. It had to be in the right geology, and being in the Perth Plain, it's the sand that has been eroded off the escarpment behind the Perth Plain, but it also had to have the right logistics chain. And in this case, on both projects, we've got a railway line right smack dab next to it, and that was critical. And it's also vacant Crown land, so there were fewer stakeholders involved. And we've got more chance of successfully getting approvals to mine that.
Okay, so you've already had a couple of the tenements approved, you're waiting on the other ones, and then what's happening after that?
Our project that is closer to Perth, near Maluish, is subject to, we have an option over the ground, and that's subject to shareholder approval. And we'll probably have an EGM mid-June to satisfy that. We've done an enormous amount of test work as well, and we're very confident of being able to get very high quality, better than glass making, quality sand, after processing.
Yeah, right.
It's a cheap processing method. It's all standard sort of mineral sands type technology. Except the bit that you're trying to recover in mineral sands is the bit we don't want. But the Maluish project is about better than 99.5% in the ground. So we're looking to take out 0.5%, or as much of the 0.5% as we possibly can.
Right.
So our initial test work says we can get very high quality glass out of that.
Terrific. Well, it's just, sand is just one of those commodities that I suppose nobody's really thought about. It's well and truly on the radar now with what you're developing. We can't wait to find out what happens in the next few months. Hopefully we'll have a lot more to report from Ventnor coming up soon. Thanks very much, Bruce.
Thanks, Wally.